TikTok does not have it on StreamYard yet. So I am on 2 accounts right now. So everybody knows. Plus I'm on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram. Instagram for some, I'm having trouble. If anybody knows how to help me with that, I'm actually going to call my IT person today. Maybe she can help me. Anyway, that would be awesome. What we're going to be discussing today, you guys, is we're going to be discussing difficult people because, I think, and it's all since COVID. And you guys know that my podcast is Metaphysical Meanderings, but it's spiritual. It's all kinds of things. Hi, Teresa. So I'm also a business guru. I'm very good with business. I'm a Capricorn rising with a Taurus North node. I understand how you're supposed to deal with clients. I deal with thousands of people a week. And I go out of my way to help people. I go out of my way to make sure that, hi guys, that it's working, that their things are working, that the people are happy. There's been very few times when I've actually put my foot down. I can count them on one hand, and I've been doing this 30 years. And people are just, after COVID, they're not right. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's stress. It's COVID's changed the minds of people. I think it's a little bit of everything. I think there's just so much pressure. But I'm going to go over, you guys, and I'm going to tell you how to deal with some of these more difficult types of people. And at the end, yes, I'm going to take questions, and for free. I always do, from 10 o'clock to 10:15. Okay. All right. It's scary, Melissa says, and she is right. So I'm going to give you some background of me, and then I'm going to, because these are my stories. Now, if you guys got good stories, I might be popping you in. Tell me your stories. I like to hear, I love to hear all of your stuff. I mean, I really do. I had a vet recently. Now you got to hear this, because I had a horse that had a bad hoof, couldn't walk. And my vet, and you guys know there's a vet shortage, especially with large animal, and it was a horse. And I had left this other vet because I didn't like their billing policies. But it was no big deal. Do you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. I gave them 2 different ratings. I gave them a 3 on their business rating out of my business, and a 5 as vets, because they were good people. It's just I didn't agree with their policy. Now this is what happens. I call them up and they go, well, you have to reestablish care. We're not going to come out. Now this horse was in some serious pain here. And I got my farrier who does, flips feet. He got me on the right. This is my horse that's named after my business, Sky. And got him cleared up. He's doing great now. But I said, I'm going to reestablish business like they said. So I call back. And this is what this woman said to me. We don't want you here anymore. All you do is complain. Now, I haven't been there in 3 years. But all they did, if you gave us a bad rating, what I'm supposed to say, you're wonderful every single time and have no criticism. Like I didn't give you a 1, I gave you a 3. But this is what you need to do. And what they were doing was wrong. It was the billing system. They had made a mistake and had not billed me enough, turned around, sent out. I didn't even know I had this. It was like $40. It wasn't a lot. And they were charging me it was like $10 a month for their mistake. And I called them on it. I said, that's wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. And I took care of the bill. And anyway, but who does this? And then sent me a certified letter that call me. Now I have a temper. I am a Sag. I kind of lost it. I told them to stuff it. They sent me a certified letter that they don't ever want me back. Now I didn't do anything. And I thought, okay, what did I do wrong? And I'm like, okay, was I snippy? I must've been nasty. Do you know what I'm saying? And so my best friend was standing right there, and she said to me, she goes, you didn't say anything. I was right there. You weren't rude. You weren't nasty. Now, what is wrong with people? Are they so entitled? Do they think that they're the only vet? They're in this area when I'm in an area of 125, 150,000 people. I just made another vet a call, and I reestablished care with another vet who I'm going to be seeing in a couple weeks. And I don't understand. There's an entitlement. There is, I'm so wonderful and you should be kissing my butt and giving me a 5 rating. Now, this is what they should have said. Now, I am a business guru when it comes to dealing with people. Well, gee, I'm so sorry. We would like to reestablish care, but however, because you've given us a bad Google rating, we don't feel we could, but maybe we can if you were willing to change the review. That's all you had to say. And I would said, sure, I can do that. It wasn't a big deal. To see what I'm saying, it's all in how people are talking to people. And I'm sorry, but people have changed since COVID. People have changed since COVID, you guys. Let's be honest with this. They're not right. There's a narcissism. I think maybe we're getting too much energy thrown at us from our social medias, from our government. The economy's not that hot. It's really tight. I don't know. I want you guys' thoughts, but I am telling you that I've had so many instances where these people, this is what you should have said. And I literally will get on the phone with these people and say, this is what you should have said to me. That's what you should have said. And they just kind of, have you ever had this happen? You're mad at a company. Now, I've been mad at PayPal. I've been mad at Google. And the first thing they say is, well, why are you yelling at me? I'm not yelling at you. I don't even know who you are. I'm yelling at your company. And what I need is this. And this is what I have learned. This is something that you can do when you are angry. I'm going to give you a couple tools. The first thing you say is, I want you to know I'm not personally mad at you or upset with you. I'm upset with your company. And I want you to understand. So please don't take it personally. See, I feel when they take it personally, why are you yelling at me? I'm not yelling at you. What people need to do is they need to de-escalate it. And all they have to do is say, okay, ma'am, I understand you're upset. I would be too. Let's get to the bottom of this and see if I can help you. Done. At de-escalated. People don't have people skills anymore. And I'm not sure if they just don't have them or don't care. Okay. So I'm not sure how anybody feels about that, but I am telling you that things are different. When I was growing up and I worked retail for a long time. I've been business managers. Before I taught, and the customer's always right. And back then we had to stand there and let them call us physical names. We had to stand there and take it. I'll never forget. I had a guy that just got in my flipping face and called me ugly. And I stood and took it. Nowadays, I wouldn't do it anymore. I wouldn't take it. But at that point, we just did. And it was in the 80s, 90s, but which was wrong. He had no right to do that. And how could I have escalated it now if they started on me? I would say, you're out of bounds. See how stay calm with these people. You're out of bounds. I'm going to take care of this for you because I care. Now, you can keep calling me names if you want, but that's not going to get anything solved, is it? Done. De-escalated. Do you see what I'm saying? I think, healthy, not high is totally agreeing with the social media. We think it's social media. There's so much narcissism. I think that a lot of people are so within themselves, like, I'm so wonderful. I'm so fantastic. I'm going to be honest with you. If someone gave me a bad rating, I would personally call them. I said, well, what can I do to make it up? There's only been, like I said, maybe 2 or 3 times. And I deal with thousands and thousands of people. Now, if you guys don't know, my normal podcast is almost 1 million listeners. And so I get people contacting me. I get trolls. I'm okay with it. But I want you to understand it. I try. One of the things you need to do is not take it personally, because they probably back out for a second and look how they would look. Are they bored? Like, I get these trolls. And I had this discussion last night. I was on, if you guys didn't see me, I wasn't live. I was on somebody else's live, and made a really good friend, by the way. She's awesome. And I invited her to come out to Chicago. She's in Washington State. Anyway, and she was saying, she's like, we need to analyze. And she's right. She is completely right on this. And I totally agree. And she made me think, is this person, why are they trolling? Are they bored? Are they lonely? Do they need a friend? You know what I'm saying? Like, We are a community. We are here to support each other. But at the same point, you don't want abuse. But there's a way to de-escalate people. And you guys got to learn it. It's not just innate, it's a people skill. That's why they call it people skills. Okay. So anyway, yeah, Gina says, people think they have the right to give their opinions on everyone and everything. Thank you, social media. I agree with that. There is a way to do constructive criticism and a way to be nasty. You know what I'm saying? And I huge change since 2020. Huge change since 2020. That's all I have to say. And it's people are just there. I check out all of my information, and I think part of it is that information's coming so fast at us, fast, and it's overwhelming us. It's causing anxiety. It's causing a lot of problems. And like, okay, so remember the bridge collapse, the Francis Scott Key Bridge. I saw that happen within 7 minutes on TikTok. Somebody was taping it. That's how fast stuff is coming to us now. And I think it's overwhelming. I think it's stressful. I think it's depressing. I also think that all of these electronics that we're on are overloading us. Now, I do this, and I know you do it too. You put your damn phone next to your bed and charge it. Bad. I want you to try it for 1 week, taking your phone and putting one wall between. When I taught health, I was an art teacher, but I didn't have enough classes, so sometimes they made me teach other things. I had to teach health. And in the book, it says that studies have shown putting one wall between it de-escalates the amount of energy that you're receiving from your phone. You'll sleep better. Just a thought. We've got these damn phones on us all the time. I mean, I've got mine around my neck. I mean, not good. I know, but it's keeping track of my steps, because you guys know I've had weight loss surgery. So after this, I'm going to actually go and start walking again. And my cold is pretty much gone. Thank you. Somebody's like, is your cold gone? Thank you, Lisa. Lisa Butler says, you look good. 60 pounds down. And you know what? I'm going to show you something. Hold on. I've got my dream board. My dream board is right here. And look at my dream board. 50 pounds by August. I made the goal and I made it. These work, by the way. Make a board. It isn't magic. Manifestation is not magic. And I'm writing a book about it. It's putting it to the forefront of your mind. Look at, got to set a new goal. Really a rough thing to do, huh? Horrible. Yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to go to Ireland. Make your board. I bought mine at Goodwill for $2. It's got little clips on it and everything. I could be writing it on there because it's a chalkboard too. I got something on there, and it's here's my goals. So to let you know, and then we're going to get back to helping you with rough people. New York Times bestsellers list. I have a book coming out. I want 1,000 by April 1st. And I know what it is. I've reached the goal. I have to take it down. I want to go to Montreal this summer. So that's on there too. So, and I've just replaced everything again. And every once in a while you replace them. All right. So I get it though. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Can you guys please share on TikTok, like and share to keep the numbers going? Because I'm also on StreamYard and I'm on Facebook. If anybody knows what a key code is for Instagram, I can't get a key code to work to put it into StreamYard to get it onto Instagram, because I've been off Instagram and a lot of people are reaching out going, why aren't you out there? So yeah. So anyway, hi guys. Hi, Stephen. So anyway, so back to dealing with negative people. So sometimes I personally understand and I don't say anything. So I listen to all these. I have so many stories that you're like, my best friend is a very, very quiet person. She's very much my opposite. She's very feminine. She's very quiet. She's very polite and very proper. That's the way she is. And maybe that's why we get along, because I'm all out there, But we were standing in line at you guys know what a Quick Trip is? It's like a Buc-ee's. It's a Wisconsin thing. Anyway, I was in line. I had a lottery ticket and I was excited and I go, I won. I didn't win much, but here, and I reached over the table and kind of like, I didn't throw it at her. I just kind of put it up on you know how you reach out and you put, don't you throw that at me. That's literally, and she did it 3 times. I didn't know what to say. I was in shock because I'm like, I didn't throw anything. If I was going to throw something at you, and I got a temper. If I was going to throw something at you, I would have hit your head. You know, but I didn't say that. I just stood there and I waited for the manager. She got fired. I'm sorry, but and I guess she's done it to at least, it wasn't just me. I put a complaint. I said, I don't understand why you're talking to me like that. I didn't do anything. But 7 people she did that to. So, you have to understand most of the time, it's not you. I want you to understand that it's not you. Okay. It's them. So, at least, and my friend even said, she goes, Lanny didn't do anything. You were standing right next to me. Why do things happen to you and not me? Because I have a very large presence. I'm kind of, I'm out there, I'm loud. you know what I mean? I'm boisterous. I'm outgoing. I'm a fire sign. And I said, my friend is so quiet. She doesn't say anything. It's like she talks like this all the time. And so, you know what I'm saying? So who's going to get on her case? But I could have said something to her. I could have been nasty. Ooh, was I tempted? But I think I was more shocked than anything. I'm like, why are you talking to me like that? Do you know what I mean? But the manager said, she goes, that's the 7th time this week she has talked nasty to people. She's done. And I don't want to get somebody fired, but I will say when you're doing something wrong, I will call you out. And I hope you guys do too. Don't let some of these people get away with it. And you can be positive and try to be helpful and try to look from their viewpoint. I was thinking, well, my first thought was, she's having a rough day, So, yes, you know what, Phoenix, it doesn't sound like the quick trip policy at all. You love quick trip. I'm telling you, she got fired. Had another incident. See, that's what I'm saying. It's all been since COVID. So I go in and it was at Christmas and I had a card and I was buying a card for my granddaughter because it was for a birthday present. And it was a GameStop. This was at GameStop. And I walk in there and I'm on my phone. Now I know that it's kind of rude. Yeah, it's true. But I was talking to somebody. It was very important, but I'm trying to buy the card at the same time. Well, I just walked up there, gave him my card. This guy goes, you need to get off your phone right now. Like he literally said that to me. And I didn't say anything back. I kind of put my phone, I put my phone down, and I looked at him. I said, you don't talk to me like that. This guy screamed at me and called me every name in the book, told him to get out of his effing business, everything. So I called the manager, I called the headquarters, found out that he had done this to other people and had gotten fired. There's no reason for any of this. Do you know what I'm saying? I know everybody's at their limit financially and emotionally, and all you had to do. So see, this is how you correct. Ma'am, our policy says you need to not be on the phone, even though this was important, like it was an emergency type of phone call. But anyway, or I wouldn't have been. And could you please put the phone down? Thank you. We don't want to be rude or anything to you, but that's just our policy, okay? How is that hard? How is that hard? Do you see what I'm saying? There's nobody, I think that most people just don't care either. Yes, I got my voice back. I'm on meds. I kept telling him I was sick. No one believed me, but I have a very good, I'm so happy. If you guys don't know, the state of Wisconsin, SSM Health in Dean, I think it's national, but it's St. Mary's out of Madison, Wisconsin. Oh my God, they're great. Like I've never been treated. So, I mean, they are fantastic. And so is Freidert. It's the hospital of Wisconsin, the hospital of Wisconsin. It's also the children's hospital. They did my surgery. I haven't been treated like that in years. They've been great. And so I think also that a lot of people are very narcissistic. And when you don't tell them they're wonderful all the time, they get ticked off too. Like I said, with the vet, and saying, because I didn't say you were wonderful. Well, I did. You didn't ask. I gave you 2 ratings. I gave you 1 rating business wise because I don't agree with your policy. I have entitled to my own opinion. I wasn't being nasty. I didn't call them names. I didn't, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So, yeah, you know what? So Blondie says, Spirit puts you there because you're actually call the manager and remove the people. Yes, and maybe they were supposed to move on. Maybe they, I just think that people, there's so much that can be, you can de-escalate somebody in 5 seconds. Now, you guys know I taught for 31 years. That's where I've learned my people skills. I can de-escalate parents very quickly. They used to have me when there was a ticked off parent, they literally would get me out of my classroom and I would de-escalate them like that. Because what it amounts to is you all want to be heard. People want to be heard. And once you say, I hear you, I understand, and I want to help you. Done. Yeah. Do you see how fast that just de-escalates? Okay. So try this. Next time you get somebody that's just such a jerk, and you're like a Karen. Oh, okay. I hear you. Okay. Well, I can't do that, but let's see what I can do to help you. And I've been accused. I mean, I have a temper. I am going to admit that I have lost it with people. But usually I have learned over time now about myself that I will say to somebody, okay, I want you to know that I'm calling PayPal and I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at PayPal. And this is why. And this is what I need done for me. You see how you do it? That makes it real positive. And you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, right? So yeah. So Teresa's like, my people skills came from waitressing and bartending. Oh, that would be a good one. Teresa, the bartending. Yeah, that makes sense. Hi guys. Hi Kelly. Hi Smart Tim. Smart Tim. So anyway, I just want you to know also some other ways really quick that de-escalate yourself when you're in a situation, because your blood pressure goes up too, because you're mad at them, This is something that I was on live last night with Jilsis Tarot. So hi, Jill. She found me and she's like, would you like to be on my, she's not been doing it very long because I've been doing this 30 years. She's only been doing it for a few. And so she's like, maybe you can help me with gain my followers and stuff. I said, I'm glad to. But a lot of people didn't know about magnesium spray. Now you guys know I'm an herbalist. So magnesium spray works. If you have, and 90% of all Americans are low in magnesium, which might be causing the stress and the depression. So how it connects. Take a bath in it. You can take a bath and get some Epsom salts and absorb it that way. I'm taking it. I have a dropper. And it's on my Amazon. So if you guys want that, to know which one brand I'm buying, I'm picky. Make sure it's coming from a third source tester. That means it's somebody outside their business that's testing it for quality, because they're finding that there's lead and iron, all kinds of weird things in some of the supplements. And I'm just putting in a couple drops in my drink every day. And then occasionally can you get too much magnesium? You can't, but you get rid of it so fast, it's hard. And then I spray myself at night. And it brings me down. It calms me. It helps me sleep. Maybe people aren't sleeping. You got the damn phone next to you with all that energy. You're not sleeping right. So what is it? Huge change since, yes, we've seen the phones, but huge change since COVID. Okay. There are 2 TikTok lives, Melissa. Yes, there are. I've got one is Lana's Enchanted Sky 66 and Lana's Enchanted Sky. Why did I do that, Melissa? Because I have had a lot of, I'm being shadow banned and restricted, and I know it on my main account. And so I started another account in case something happens. Now, did you see this, by the way, side note, did you see the thing on about TikTok again? They're trying to push the bill in through private secretly. They're going to do it. I've been telling you. So I want you guys, if you guys have not followed my predictions, I'm a prediction. I do predictions. I predicted the bridge. I predicted Lahaina. I've predicted a lot of stuff because and I don't always understand what I'm predicting because I also do it out of the spur of the moment because I'll see it. But I've predicted a lot of this, and I predicted that TikTok ban. And remember when Rand Paul blocked it and oh, it's ending. It's not. And I said, no, it's not done. It's gonna get blocked. And it is. They don't have control of us enough. That's what it's about. And now they're introducing it, and it looks to me like it might be July, as soon as July. Can we get around it? I don't know. I do feel like it will never be completely banned, but it's going to be restricted so much that people are going to be like, now think about it. Somebody said that it was like $4 to $6 billion are coming into this economy from businesses from TikTok. That's bullshit. It is. Let's be honest. That's bullshit. So just information for you. Oh, Kelly, I've been getting notifications. I know they're restricting me. That's why if you're on my other account, you'll get notifications. I know they are suppressing me, and I don't know why. They have blocked me for saying pew pew. They have something about a business or I'm self-promoting. Something about marketing or all kinds of weird stuff. And then what kills me is they don't appear on my notifications to tell me what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So I am that's why I've got 2 accounts though. Blondie says, don't, okay. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. She's like, I wanted to tell you something I was right about this guy named Jimmy. Not worth my time. Good. Will he? Okay. Kelly, can you predict if Trump will be held accountable? Please say yes. No. He'll never serve a day. I want you to go back to if you go back on YouTube and you can find them because they're there. And a lot of times they're also on my website, but you can definitely find and go back to predictions 2020. I said, he'll never serve a day. He will be indicted and he will not win the election. And I got a 94%. Somebody said, no, it's more like 95 now. I don't know. I just know that people are keeping track for me. I have people go, how do you know that? And they get really nasty. And I'm like, because they're doing predictions too. And literally it's frustrating to watch some 20-year-old girl get on here and literally watch my video, remake the video, say verbatim what I've said in my predictions, and then post it as her own. Has seen it 4 times now. So, if you want the original, go on to my YouTube, and we're working on what I'm working on right now, so that you guys know, you understand, is that we're pulling out pieces. I predicted the Lahaina, and they say I thought it was Lahaina because English wise it's Lahaina, but Lahaina. Anyway, the Maui fire. I predicted it. Didn't know I predicted it, but my IT person who lives in Hawaii found it. And she goes, you predicted the fire. And I go, I did. And she's like, yes, in one of the lives out of the clear blue, you just said it. You channeled it. And I said that to the west of me, there's going to be a huge firestorm and it's going to be really bad. And it's not California, but it's to the west of me. Well, Hawaii's west of me. Yes, for sure. And see, the way they show it to me is I just see an arrow. Literally, they'll say arrow and they'll show me that way. It's to the west. It's to the west. It's to the east. It's to the south. Yeah. So anyway, but oh, thank you, Kelly. Kelly, I know a lot of your things you've said have come true. I value predictions. Thank you. So, I'm not quite sure why somebody is trying to. No, you don't do that. You don't try to snipe people. You don't snipe people off of my live. I don't play that. Yeah, you don't do that. No, that ain't happening. Oh, thank you. Yes, that's okay. No, it's not okay. You don't do that. You sit here on my live and snipe people. That's not okay. Anyway, all right. So I'm at the point now. It's 10 o'clock. So I'm going to take live questions. So if you've got any, go ahead and we'll see what we get. All righty. Oops, we got a bunch on here that for some reason I was wondering why people. So hi guys. I'm sorry I didn't see you. I've got people all over the place, and I've got some people on YouTube. I've got some people on Facebook, and they're responding. And oh my God, look at all the messages. I'm so sorry, you guys. I did not see it. It didn't come down. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. MI says it's completely true about the lack of customer service. Oh, Joanne was treated at Freighter for your okay, and that primary doctor. Yeah. Yeah, yep, Freighter, yep. I knew that was, you know what? Okay, 666. I knew it, Teresa. Thank you for telling me. I knew somebody was going to try to pull that. And so that's the one thing I'm going to be honest with about TikTok is that they don't protect us enough. And that is one thing I will not miss. So if you guys are getting anything from Enchanted Sky 666, I will block them. And so that they have to, yeah. What a bunch of jerks. What a bunch of jerks. You know? Yeah. But thank you for telling me. Hi, Ida. I was talking about you the other day. No offense. You're from the Netherlands. So hi, Panta. I always say Panta. I don't think that's how it's. Hi, Yoli. It's good to see some of you guys. Okay, so I've got some questions here, and you guys know that I've done this for years and years. So hold on. All right. So I have we are starting a language school. When will you see it full class? Will it be successful? Yes, but not till next year. Ida, you've got to put some work in. I want to say for you, word of mouth is bigger than anything. And I don't know why, but I'm going to tell you that. But I want to say February or March of next year, it looks really good. Okay. All right. I need to deal with coworkers who are good at manipulating. Yes, Terry, it can be tiring. Yes. Yeah. Do you see me getting promoted or leaving? Fawn wants to know. You're going to be there for a while, but I believe before the end of the year, you will find something different, or you'll be leaving or changing departments or something, maybe around October. Okay. All right. So let me see. Let me take some TikTokers. Okay. I know Blondie's like, that's funny. Word of mouth for a language school. It's true though. You know, I'm going to tell you, I would say of all my new followers and enchantedska.com, 15, 30 or an hour reading. And I'm a medium. So if you don't know that's what I do. Word of mouth for me is huge. I would say 25 to 30% of my followers are referred to me by other people. So, and if you notice, I'm pretty patient. I am. I will lose it. I lost it here. I'll give you a side story, and then I'm going to redo my readings. So I had a person and she wanted to know if her kids are going to ever reach out. And I said, no, they're not. And well, that was such a abrupt, she gave me this long, and she wanted her money back and this long, like, I'm sorry that triggered you. And I normally do. If you're that unhappy, will probably give you your money back. But I refused. I said, no, you just didn't like what I had to say. I was honest with you. You want the truth or you want it sugar coated? If you want it sugar coated, go to somebody else. So, and I haven't heard from her since. But that's one, I can count that many problems on one hand out of 30 years. So yeah. So anyway, all right. Let's take another question. All righty. Good Lord. Okay, something. Hold on. Hi, Earl. Do you get it in June? Ooh, it feels really good over the summer, Earl. If it's not that one, it's another one. I want to say to keep your options open and apply for more than one. if there is. I know there's a shortage. My daughter's having a problem right now. She's looking outside of out like New Berlin, McWanago, Muskego. She's looking in that area to buy a house because he had been an engineer who had worked on things for Boeing. He's not there anymore. He left. Anyway, but they're moving and they're having a hard time in the housing. Oh my goodness, the prices. I'm glad I've been here almost 20 years already because I'm like, it's almost paid off. You know what I mean? I'll half paid it, more than half. But yeah. So anyway, hi guys. All right. So hold on. Okay, hold on. Gina wants to know, do you see me opening a dog rescue? Yes, I do, but it's not for a while. I want to say you're going to have funding or grants or something that needs to be taken care of. It's going to take a while. It won't be completely up and running. You might have like where you've taken in a couple pets or something, a couple dogs, but a full facility, a real facility for 2 years. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Hold on. Yes, I predicted a Trump loss. Yes, I am. Yes, I do. I've been saying it. It'll be fairly close. I want everybody to be prepared for some unhappy people. You know what I mean by that. But we're going to go forward and you're going to see, I'm telling you, by 2030, that we're going to have universal health care. It's not going to be, it's like the insurance companies are, it's hard for me to explain because I see how they're doing, but it's not done like any other country. Like it's, you know what I mean? But it works and the healthcare gets much better. So, and I've been saying this, I've been saying that 24 to 26 is going to blow our minds. It's going to be awesome. So, okay. Is he going to claim it was stolen? Well, of course. Of course. So we all know that, you know? Okay. Let me take a couple questions. All right. I'm going to take one. Hugo, I don't know how else to say that. Hugo wants to know if they will find love. Yes, but it's not really towards the end of the year. I feel like you have a lot of baggage you have to get rid of right now, my dear. And when you get rid of the baggage and you heal up and you do what you got to do, I feel like you're overwhelmed or something. Then it will come in. Okay, but it's not towards the end of the year. Okay. All right. So here, let me take a couple more questions. All righty. Oh, look at all these questions. Okay. Hi, Panta. Panta's like, I can't wait any longer. Where is that idiot? Hey, remember, I can predict these now. Am I sometimes off time frame? I can't. It's hard. Time is hard, but I'm usually not too bad. But I'm going to tell you that if you don't put any work in and you don't get out there, you're not going to, if you're sitting okay, you guys, if you guys are sitting in your apartment or in your house going, where is this guy? Where is he? And just sitting there, you're not going to meet him. You have to meet your destiny part way. Go outside, make some friends, join a club. That's how it happens. Okay. It's God helps those who help themselves. Remember that. I believe Benjamin Franklin said that, correct? I believe so. All right. So anyway, will your house in Florida sell? Hey, Nana, where are you at? Nana, where are you located, sweetheart? Just wondering because Fort Myers and Cape Coral and all that we've got family down there, and I used to spend a lot of time down there, but we sold it. Yeah. Emu Alum says you don't need a man. Are you part of the 4B movement? I know, I got a good guy. I mean, I do. got my husband. There are days I want to strangle him, but and you guys know that, I've been married 37 years, but when I'm telling you, if something happens to my husband before me, he's in very bad health. It's not good. I don't tell you guys very often, but he's got some type of MS. Anyway, I would never remarry. I'm just like done. My best friend and me, we're like, we're going to become golden girls and we're going to invite my daughter to live with me. And we're going to do that. Yeah. So thanks. Oh, thanks, Ivo. I bet it's Ivo, right? Yeah. Okay. Angeles, why are you feeling personally attacked? What's up? Tell me more on that. And Mai's like, we know. Yep. Hi, Sue. Yeah, you never would remarry either. Hey, Sue, you can come live with me. There you go. We get along. All right. So a couple more questions and then I'm done. See, I can do now about an hour and then I start to lose my voice a little. But it's loose, it's coming out. I had an infection. I told him that I know, how old am I? I know when I have an infection. And the first time I went to the doctor, she's like, oh no, this is viral, go home. And I'm going, no, I needed something. So next week I call my actual personal doctor and she's like, yeah, you sound like you need something. She goes, it's got all that drink. Cause my throat hurt for 3 weeks straight. I mean, burned and hurt for 3. And as soon as I took it one time, Augmentin, amoxicillin, gone. Like the sore throat was gone. I said, I knew right away that that's what it was, And you know what, Carrie, if you paid Carrie, give me a call. I don't remember that, but I have to trust you on it. So, okay. All right. So here okay. Will there be a war or a regime change in Iran? Yes. There's a regime change. It will probably be a form of a war, but I want to say it's not. I think, honestly, what I pick up for that, I say Panta, but I know it's not pronounced. Is it Panta? I can't remember. I just know I'm not saying it right, but that's how so sorry. Lana, it's almost like all you people get together and decide you want a regime change. Does that make sense? Like everybody in Iran gets together and said, we're done. We're going to take care of it. It's like the people take it over. Okay. All right. So that you understand that's what it is. Okay. So Angeles, still working on completing the training for behavioral technician. Will I enjoy the job and stay more than 6 months? Yes, you will. You're going to meet somebody that's going to be a mentor to you. And I think it might be at the facility that you're going to be working at. So I want you to remember that you're going to be looking for somebody. I feel like it might be female, very much a mentor that just listens. Don't we all need a mentor? I lost my mentor. My mentor was one of my best friends. She was 80 and she got dementia. I miss her all the time, but she's around me all the time. Like, that's what's so funny. Sometimes I go for readings because I can't always read for myself. And the woman said, so who's the psychic with the messy hair? And I'm going, I know exactly who that is. So yeah, so she's around me. I have a lot of protection. I do. Yeah. All right. So, okay, here we go. Will your finances improve soon? Keisha, not for a while. I want to say it gets much better around June. So that's in a couple months. That's not too far away. Okay. All right. Couple more questions and then we're done. I only go for 45 minutes. Oh, it was during a live when religion. Oh, okay, Carrie, sweetheart, you can reach out to me on coffee.com/enchantedSky. And you can ask a question or you can just call me. If you go on my website, you'll see it, but I will make that up. I will not rip anybody off. That's something that I just don't. I stand behind my work. And see, I'm sweaty. It's hot in here. I'm sweaty. My glasses. I got a sweatshirt on. And I notice that now I'm always hot now since I've gotten my weight loss surgery. They always say you're cold. You're either cold or hot all the time. Yep. All right. So here we go. Couple more questions. User Kathy wants to know, will I sell my house and move to Georgia before July? No. It's after July. It's more like, well, maybe it's in July, but it's more like August. It's still real warm yet. Okay. But yeah, you will. All right. Let's see. MI wants to know if you're going to refinance. You're going to wait with this a little bit, MI. And what you're going to do is probably the second half of the year, you're going to take a really low consolidated thing out. I say October. Now, you guys know, I also know the stock market. So I'm not just a psychic, but I know, and I give you advice, but disclaimer, I'm not perfect. So you take me with a grain of salt and don't blame me if something doesn't go well. But I've been telling people what to invest in. Now, I've invested in NVIDIA. And that is a stock that's going up and down and up and down. I've been told by the other side, I don't know why to hold on to it in October and then get rid of it. And that means to park it. If you guys don't know how to do what you do is you call your company and you pull it out of the stock market and just leave it sit. I really think the election is going to screw with it. Okay, screw with the stock market. So my advice is to everybody is to pull everything out and park it. So if you've got any investments and you can do that, sometimes you can't. Like my husband's, I can't. They won't let me because I don't have complete control of it. I have complete control of mine. And I was invested, and pay attention to what the Senate's investing in. They are massively dumping stuff right now. And I haven't. I'm going to hold on to my stock and let's see. But there was one point when I had made a lot of money and it went down, but it's now gone back up a little. It'll do that for a long time. So, but yeah, I should be doing day trading. I've gotten good enough, at that. So yeah. All right. So a couple more questions. Not a problem, am I? Tanya wants to know, should I take the manager position and will it be successful? I want you, Tanya, to think about this. Okay. That there's going to be a lot of stress. Do you want it? Do you want a lot of the headache? That's all. If you're willing to do it, then take it. But it's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay. I'm picking that up really, really intensely. It's a pain in the butt. If you really want it and you're going to be questioning for that little bit more money, was it worth it? Okay. All right. One more question. Do you think my husband will receive a large enough settlement so we can finally retire? I know you're traveling. Teresa. So yes, I believe so. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. I went over. But so that you guys know, find me on EnchantedSky.com, Lannis Enchanted Sky. Follow me. Get on my YouTube. Get on I've got Clapper. Get on some of these other things besides TikTok, just in case it goes away. I really think it's not going to be banned. I keep saying it's going to be banned. No, I feel like it's restricted. Like it's so restricted. People just go, and I don't understand. It's all about control. We all know, right? Okay. So blessings to all you guys. And you can see me. I'll be back on Sunday night.